Dr. Richard Nongard here, and I wish that I could play Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, their song from 1970, Deja Vu. If I had ever been here before, I would know exactly what to do. Don't you? By the way, I can't karaoke. I'm a lousy singer, but it's always been one of my favorite songs. We're going to be talking now about deja vu. This is a French word that literally means I've experienced this before. And deja vu is a natural phenomena that probably all of us relate to at one or another. What it simply is the awareness of a familiarity. We know we're in a place or a situation that we've never been to before, and yet it feels as if we've been here before. And we experience the surrounding visualization, the surrounding emotions, the surrounding sense, the surrounding touches, tastes, all five of our senses, as if we have been here before, even though with our conscious mind, we know we've never been to this place before. So, for example, I have never been to the Yukon territories. I've, I guess, probably flown over it on an airplane flying from the U.S. to Asia. It always strikes me as odd that airplanes will fly from Houston up through northern Canada and Alaska to get over to Japan or Philippines or Singapore. That's the way they go. But by the time my airplane is up over the Yukon territory, I'm sound asleep, so I've never even seen it. It's probably dark, so if I looked outside of the airplane window, I still wouldn't see it. So let's suppose that I made my first trip to the Yukon territory. My plane lands and I get out of the plane. I know I've never been here before, but deja vu is the experience of revivifying something that factually we know we've never been to before, as if we are re-experiencing it. This phenomena can be sometimes unnerving for people or even scary for people. Sometimes it invites an intense curiosity as to what it is that they can see and feel and experience in this new place. So let's take a look at a couple of reasons why this experience occurs. And I think it helps us to understand the dream world. One of the reasons researchers believe we experience deja vu is that what's happening is our brain is actually receiving new stimuli, and it's not processing it quickly enough. And so what's happening is our brain is becoming confused, and it's literally looking for similar patterns, similar sights, similar motifs, similar archetypes, similar experiences, similar emotions to what it's previously experienced. You see, what our brains are literally doing at all times, it's always scanning the world, trying to make sense out of it. And deja vu is a new experience that my brain is quickly trying to process these things. And so coming from the subconscious mind are the previous associations with those cues in the environment that my brain has already experienced or established. Now, there are a lot of theories on deja vu. I really do like that theory. Another theory about deja vu suggests that it actually comes from misinterpretations within our visual cortex, within the mechanisms in the brain that relate to hearing, as well as the other sensorial experiences. So it's essentially a misfiring. And this misfiring of the parts of our brain that are making sense out of the map of the world around us cause these misinterpretations. Now, how does deja vu relate to dreaming? I think it relates to dreaming that sometimes our dreams at night are dreams that we experience perhaps as a result of misinformation. What our brains are doing at night is to try to figure out, is this true or not true? Should this belong here or not belong here? And sort of file it in the right place. Our brains at nighttime in our dream world are also dreaming about familiar things. They say that if we dream about a face or a person in a dream, it's always a person at some point or some place that we've actually encountered in our real world. So we're always trying to make sense out of those experiences. And so I think there's a lot of overlap between deja vu and the dream time experiences. So let me share with you 9 things that deja vu and dreaming have in common. Number one, they lack a conscious control. They happen spontaneously. We can't create lucid deja vu. What we actually experience is intermittent, unexpected, and surprising experiences of deja vu. What this means is that we lack conscious control over it. Now, although we can engage in lucid dreaming and we create conscious control over our dream experiences with some of our dreams some of the time, the reality is many of the dreams we have are completely spontaneous. And in fact, we don't remember the vast majority of the dreams that we have. And the reason why is because those dreams are not under our conscious control. This phenomenon is present both in deja vu and in the dream world. Deja vu, as well as our dreams, can seem surreal or seem bizarre or seem to be something that is unique. You know, the interesting thing about deja vu is it's about familiarity. I've seen this before, but the experience of deja vu is bizarre. It's surprising to us. It's something that seems surreal. I know I've never been to the Yukon territories before, but I know that I've been here before. The third element between our dreams and deja vu is familiarity with details. So again, I believe that our brain is looking for the familiar cues in unfamiliar places. When it begins to recognize these things, it says, I've been here before. And so this occurs in deja vu, but this also occurs in our dream world as well. We have dreams about being places that we've never been and doing things that we've never done. And yet, what's happening to us is that we are creating a familiarity of the details. This is why we can analyze a dream that is surreal or bizarre, because we can find familiarity even in the things that are new to us. The fourth element of deja vu in dreams, confusion. Now, entering into a deja vu state, many people report a sense of momentary confusion, the deer in the headlights. Dreams, we often wake up from our dreams with a level of confusion about the experience that we've just had. The fifth element of deja vu and dreams that overlap is that brain regions that are involved in the dream phenomena are similar to the brain regions that are associated with deja vu. And we see this in MRIs, fMRIs. We see this in different brain studies that help us to identify what parts of the brain are essentially lighting up or activated, which parts are dormant during these experiences. The sixth element of deja vu and dreams is that deja vu can create a curiosity. Dreams create a curiosity as well. This curiosity can turn into insight and help us create insight into the new experiences of life. It's one of the most valuable things about dream analysis is it allows us to actually create insight into our real world experiences. The seventh thing that deja vu, as well as our dreams do, is it helps us to become motivated and to seek our desires. It was Sigmund Freud, of course, who believed that dreams were a fulfillment of the desires of our mind. And deja vu, likewise, often creates a sense of yearning for the person. It may be surreal. It may be something they lack conscious control over. It may be something that's even startling. But most of the people who I talk to about their deja vu experiences tell me it's motivated them to discover new things about new experiences in life. The eighth element of deja vu, as well as our dream world, is the presence of symbols, of archetypes, and of imagery. It's almost always something that we notice in the deja vu and something we notice in the dream. It becomes an important artifact for the conscious mind in understanding the phenomena that we've just experienced. And the ninth element of deja vu, as well as our dreams at night, that I think is an important thing to discuss, is Carl Jung's idea of the collective unconsciousness. I believe that both deja vu as well as our nighttime dreams allow us to participate with the world around us. Yes, those who have gone before us as well as ourselves, the communities that we're engaged in, as well as the people, the places, and the things that are important to us. To tap into a sense of wisdom, a sense of metaphysical experience, and the ability to find that what I'm experiencing now, others have experienced as well. And even without perhaps knowing them directly, Their wisdom, their experiences can help guide my path into learning, into creativity, into problem solving, and into taking action that can help us to live our very best life.